All right. We're just going to go straight into it. Just a continuation from about 40 minutes ago or so when I needed to go in and check on my son. Where are we at here? So I think I was just looking at how the create hashable function works and trying to see how we're going to do this for the any sig. I mean, that's what I was doing in my mind. I didn't actually say that part out loud. But we go through all of the inputs. Yeah, I think what we're going to need to do for create hashable is based on a variety of rules. We're going to select a particular... We're going to select a set of inputs and a set of outputs. And if it's sig hash all sig hash any, we would select all outputs and only a single input. And if it's sig hash all, then we select all inputs and all outputs. And then if it's not the given input, then it skips it. So anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll create hashable here using all of the inputs. So that's tx request. So we're going to do let tx info equals, and then we're just going to have, well, yeah, it's kind of, version tx request dot version inputs tx request dot inputs, kind of sorta. We'll do dot slice, and then same thing with outputs dot slice, although I'd kind of like to do a shallow copy of this. Yeah, I actually do. I do want to do a shallow copy of this. So what we're going to do is let inputs equals an array, let outputs equals an array, and then we're gonna stick with we'll do let version equals tx version, and then we'll do let lock time equals tx request dot lock time, or 0x0. Actually, we should just be able to put that. That should be fine. And then this is going to be version inputs outputs lock time. But then for the inputs, we're going to do for let input of tx request dot inputs. We're going to take the bare information here, which is going to be do let input equals, and then we're going to do input.txid, and we'll do txid and then what else? I mean, those are the main things. And then the pub key hash is going to have to come from let's see, what do those inputs have? Okay. Okay, so pub key hash is going to be empty there. Input, stop, push. Input. I think that also needs to have pub key hash. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's double check over here. Is there anything about the outputs? Message. That's Satoshi's. Pub key hash. Hex. It's just the lock script. So that's correct. All right, well, that's about right, I guess. And I don't actually need any of the changes that I made for this. Because really, the create hashable is where the magic really is. That other stuff is more of a simplification of the logic that was probably a little too complicated. All right, let's see what we get. All right. Now this is where things could definitely be messed up. I'm kind of expecting it here. We'll see. Well, I guess really I shouldn't, because again, these messages have been going on the network just fine. Okay. Oh no, wait. Hash TX. Is the BIP 44 sorting wrong? Do we have... Oh, wait. Something... That doesn't make sense. That one right there, that doesn't make sense. Actual. Okay, so it looks like this is probably an issue of hex versus bytes. So let's take a look here. I think we need PKH hex, and what we got was PKH... No, that doesn't look bad. Pub key hash. Let me make sure that was supposed to be... a string. It says string. Push pub key hash on the output. Let's check the input though. That's where, because the input might be diffner. Pub key hash. All right, but we're definitely getting something is encoded wrong. But this is not necessarily revelatory. Let me make sure create hashable is this way. Because it very much looks like the difference between doing bytes to hex versus hex to bytes. I probably need to put an assert in there, because I've had this problem a few times now where it's relatively minor, but... Oh, did we not have the input index either? Yeah, okay. So, a couple of problems then. Okay, this is actually not quite right. Because we could have more than one coin at a time, and this does not guarantee that it's the right coin. There we go. All right. Let's nix that double 4 there. Oopsie low. Okay. So see how that's very short? And this is very long. At least twice the size. So that is... We're definitely having a problem there. Well, that's a little bit weird. Because those don't actually match up. If we were having an assert here... Okay, so this one's longer, but in the wrong way. Okay, there's the same number of outputs. Okay, I trust this output more than the other output. So let's try this. Expected.txt. I don't actually remember whether expected was the plus or the minus. Actual, expected, okay. I'm just expecting this is going to be kind of something stupid. So I'm not going to break this down the whole way. I just want to break it down enough to be able to do a diff, to be able to see where the problem is, or roughly speaking. So, because that That looks right. Okay. So that's the actual. Let's look at expected. Okay, so problem is here, expected, the expected actually looks wrong. I think I'm comparing against the wrong thing. If this is the expected, I might have them in the wrong position as well. That could be, but definitely the problem here is that none of them are signed in the one above. So I may have put it in the wrong order, and what may have happened... Oh, and also, this one doesn't have the hash byte at the end. So this looks like the DSF. This does not look like the thing I actually intended to test against. So I may have actually just pulled up the DSF by mistake. So, in which case, you know, that's fine. But yeah, it's only that one line, and the difference is that this one has the signature, the actual one. So it may be that I just am, let's see. Okay. So this is the expected one, hash TX hex. Hash TX hex. Okay, that's right. Okay. And so what we're seeing here is that it never finds the right pub key hash. So this could be a failure to reverse the bytes. Could be a variety of reasons for this. All right, so let's look through this one real quick. Let's look above here. Above the hash. Ah, there we are. PKH hex is undefined. So what may have happened there is I may have not have finished the parser yet. Well, I know I didn't finish the parser yet. It may not have the information that it needs for the input. And since I don't have the coin information, I mean, I could spoof the coin information, but let's go ahead and get that parser right. Because I could be doing the same thing in the other one, and you know. All right. Has input script. Script size. And this has input script set to false. Okay, so this could be wrong. All right, so let's go ahead and output this again. (37B) pub key hash 37B0. I'm going to look for it on either side. 37B0, 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 37B0. Okay, I don't see that anywhere. So something's up. Because we signed it correctly, but now we're not finding it in the request. So the parser may be wrong. Hello. Okay, well, dinner is happening sooner than I expected. I thought I was going to have more time to work through this. This is okay. I'm going to work through this after dinner. So lock script size. That's good. Script size. Script size. Okay. Script size. Oh, these are all okay. This makes sense. None of these have the pub key hash because none of them have a signature. Okay, that makes sense. So in this scenario, the only thing that I could do, and I don't know, I do need to. Oh, that's the outputs. That's why that doesn't match. Okay, so the inputs is what we're looking for. So the only thing that I can do is find the one that I'm looking for, that I know it belongs to, and then I can just tag the output index and the TXID. That's all I can do. So I just have to get the coin information. So let's look at this. Fixtures, HE1, hash TX. So I just have to have this right here. That's the best I can do. So in my tests, so what I could do is I could say 1 utxo.json. And we could do this. We could say, all right, well, TXID and output index and that's what we got, right? Okay, so And then I'd have to make sure that my, implementation on the other side matches the right thing. But I'm pretty sure it does. And then this one, we don't actually need to do that anymore. All right, there we are. So let's try this and see what we get. Do we have output index on this? Of course not. All right, so this is getting a little better. We're still having the same problem, though. We're still having the same problem where the thing we're facing is the wrong thing. And it could be TXID, because TXID is reversed. So let's just let's take a stab at that real quick. Okay. Dang it. Reverse. All right, here we go. Ah! What happened there? What in the world is going on? Stop! Okay, I'm just gonna very gently. There we go. Go gadget hotkeys activate. All right, now let's do this. Still no? And the links are still way different. All right. So I'm going to have to look at this a little closer. My suspicion is that we're never actually hitting the point where, like, the TXID isn't matching or something. TXID is not equal to coin TXID. Oh. Let's see. Didn't find the thing. Okay, so that's where we're at. That's kind of what I expected. We'll continue after dinner. Adios.